Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are today July 30th, 2014, and welcome to each one of you whom are watching my video. Today I am coming with you with a book review. I wanted to review this book, which is Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. I also believe that they have a movie for this book, but I have not watched, and I think Julia Roberts plays the main character. I have not watched the movie, but I love this book. I am completely in love with this book. I picked this book up actually about 2 years ago. This is when I read this book for the very first time. And I was going away on a vacation when I picked it up and I read it. I was actually going to the countryside, and it was a perfect book to read. And I decided to pick it up also. I've been reading it for over 2 to 3 weeks. As you can see, I'm still reading it. This is my second time reading it, and I really want to take my time. It's a book that I believe if you are transitioning, whether you are transitioning spiritually, meaning you're trying to seek your higher power, you're trying to understand God, you're trying to understand your purpose, maybe you are trying to seek knowledge and seek yourself. This book will, it's not that it's going to show enlightenment, but it's really kind of like, it's not an autobiography, but it's the story of the author, which is Elizabeth Gilbert, is a story of the author, and she's like looking for her quest. She was a married, and at 30 she just felt like she did not want to have children. She felt like she did not want to be married anymore, and she was just going through a lot of things, and she just wanted to leave. And she ended up wanting a divorce from her husband, and after the divorce she took a year off to look for soul searching. And what she did, she went to 3 different countries. She went to Italy, she went to India, she went to Indonesia, and the book is the story. She just goes about her whole perspective on India, what she found in each of these countries. She found different pieces of herself, and she let herself go. It's a beautiful book. I love this book. It's very funny. The author, the way she writes is just, there's a lot of anecdotes in it. It's very funny. Not like ha 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 funny, but kind of like a little bit sarcastic, and definitely giggle. It's written, the English is very very plain. The wording is not colloquial like wording. It's just really simple everyday language, very easy read and easy read. And I love this book because this book, if you pick it, like I said, if you pick it up at a time in your life where you're doing some type of soul searching, it's going to help you. And if you are someone who aspires to travel, it's going to help you understand that you need to travel. I don't know if any of my viewer travels, but guys, traveling is the best. I don't know what to say. I enjoy traveling. I actually feel like I have attention span where I can't be in one place for a very long time. I get very bored. But I also feel like when you travel and you go to different places, you just find a little bit more about yourself. You find things that you enjoy doing more than what you don't enjoy doing, and you just really get to know yourself. I feel like some of us, we never get to know who we are. We're just stuck into the usual routine, of getting a job, getting up every day, buying a car and doing this, doing that, and we're just stuck in this this bubble or this box, and we never travel around the box, or we never break the conformity and kind of like expand ourselves. So I love this book because this book shows me that it's like life is not really about certain things. Your life is what you make it, and you really have to do a lot of soul searching. If you're someone who's never meditated, if you read this book, it's going to touch on that. There's a lot of spiritual enlightenment in this book. And what I mean by spiritual enlightenment, I don't know, I want to do also a video on spirituality versus religion, because people get that confused so much. I feel people get confused the spirituality and they get confused the religion. So it goes really into detail about spirituality, and I really believe that you should read this book, especially if you are, I'm not going to put an age into it. I'm not going to say that if you're 20 you shouldn't read it. This is a perfect book if you are if you are at a crossroad, if you're trying to know who you are, if you're trying to do some soul searching, if you're trying to figure out exactly what is your purpose in life, if you're trying to seek knowledge, or if you're trying to really understand, the whole concept about God, enlightenment. Not to say that it only talks about like spirituality, but in her passage in India, it's really mostly about how she felt she sought a lot of spiritual guidance. So it is definitely an A plus. I love this book. It's my second time reading it, and it felt like it's the first time. It always gives you an extra kick, like a good soul searching. So thumbs up for Elizabeth Gilbert. Bye.